cuts in and eats the snack before asking Helmeppo to apologize to the girl. Helmeppo responds with his word and a fight ensues, which soon grows into a full bar brawl. Luffy is impressed by the way Zoro easily defeats everyone with just the hilts of his swords, while Nami uses the distraction to knock down the officer and steal his uniform. Zoro corners Helmeppo, who offers to take Zoro to see his father for a deal. At the marina base, Zoro meets Captain Morgan and asks for the bounty on Mr. 7. However, Morgan says that attacking Marines is a crime with a punishment of 7 days imprisonment. If Zoro doesn't turn himself in, he'll no longer be able to collect bounties, so Zoro agrees to be imprisoned. Meanwhile, Luffy wants to break into the Marine base and gets an idea when he sees a sewer pipe. The next morning, a tied-up Zoro is confronted by Helmeppo, who taunts Zoro with his own swords while revealing that Morgan has no intention of freeing him after the 7 days are over. At that moment, Luffy climbs out of a sewer grate and comes across Zoro, so he asks him to join his crew. Zoro refuses, and when Luffy asks about his dream, Zoro reveals he wants to become the world's greatest swordsman. Impressed, Luffy unties Zoro before going back into the sewer. Inside the base, Nami uses the stolen uniform to sneak in unnoticed. When she enters the library, an officer asks her what she's doing there, and Nami claims that Morgan sent her to find a map of the Grand Line. The officer says that's impossible because important maps are locked away in Morgan's office, but before Nami can respond, the officer she stole from appears. Nami immediately takes out her staff and quickly knocks them both out with great skill. At that moment, Luffy falls out of a grate in the ceiling, so Nami keeps up her lie and tries to arrest him, but Luffy heard everything and follows her out so they can steal the map together. Meanwhile, Helmeppo is in his room playing with the stolen swords when Zoro suddenly breaks in. Helmeppo asks if he's going to kill him, but Zoro responds that he'll do something worse. Back to Luffy, he and Nami suddenly run into Morgan, but Nami pretends she's an officer taking Luffy to his cell and Morgan believes them. As he leaves, Nami manages to steal his keys and Luffy says that she should join his crew, but she rejects him because she hates pirates. The duo break into Morgan's office, and as they look for the map, Luffy accidentally triggers a switch that